Okay, I just wrapped up a video. I might add this to it. It's been a rough day, and I really don't feel like I came out here to do the dinner run. It's way too much traffic. It's more than usual rush hour traffic, and I already had it bad. I only did one today, and it was so bad. It was such a it was earlier for the lunch thing. It was an accident. I was logging off instead one of them popped up, and I didn't see it. I went ahead and did it. Terrible. It was terrible. It was very scary. My blood pressure got high after it. I don't know, it was probably high during it, but when I finally got back to civilization and tested it, it was high. It was like 182/73, and my pulse was 92. Yeah, that was high. And I don't know what would be high for you. That was what's high for me. That was definitely high for me. I'm not a medical provider or voice of authority at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion. That was just about me. I make sure I say that repeatedly. Oh God. But anyway, it was way too much, way too much fear and all of that of what had happened. And then I went home. I took a nap, woke up because I was exhausted just from that. It took me, it's been like 45 minutes to an hour, and just so much bad stuff happening, and around all of it, bad roads, dumb bubbas tailgating me on a really seriously bad road. It was more like I don't know if it's even a highway. Those backwoods highways, road where the speed is 55 to 70. I've been on some that were 70, and the people, they don't know how to drive, and they're right there. But anyway, and then whenever I woke up from this nap, Adam was missing. He's older than I, and his SUV, he's supposed to be fixing the AC. It's not an old one, and he's supposed to be fixing the AC. Think about it, this is Texas. He didn't have his cell phone with him, and I was really worried about him. And this kind of stuff drains me, because I have a rare health condition that stress really does it bad, and I really shouldn't be having things like that, because it just tears me down, man. It's like, anyway, I just decided today, May 29th, 2024, that I am not going to do dinner run unless Adam goes with me, because this what I just saw, I was sitting there in a parking lot, waiting, finishing up a video, and then I was gonna try to get some offers to do this food delivery stuff I do for health insurance purposes only. Long story, that's not through them, but through the government. Long story. I live in Texas. I don't need to really say more, do I? That's sarcasm. But I'm like, I'm serious. I feel like I'm drained. I mean, how much can my be pulled at by so much chaos? And that was what my video was about, was chaos creators. The people who do stuff they shouldn't do. He should not have left it. By the way, this is the whole thing. Adam left his cell phone at home, going out in an SUV that he was supposed to get the AC done, fixed. When I left home, because I just couldn't keep sitting there. The heat index was 91, which is not that bad. I mean, we've had it worse. We've had 104. I saw there was probably, it could have been more already. Okay, this week, and it's just, didn't tell me where he was going. I don't know. I still don't know. I called him later on. He didn't even call once he got home to tell me. You see, too much. And then to be in rush hour traffic that's heavier than usual, no thanks. Okay, it was not only rush hour, but I'm thinking something must be in the air, like we used to say when I was younger. The people used to say, So it must be something in the drinking water, you know, that comes out of the sink. I wonder how many people still remember those days. but people are doing weird things. Seriously, I was sitting there that parking lot, seeing people at a gas, you know, at the pumps, doing strange things. Seriously, you would think that it was the day before a hurricane, and all the people that had been warned repeatedly to fill up to, you know, or the grocery store, the gas pumps, whatever it is, and they're oh, I better hurry right now. I better try to get in front of everybody. That's how these people were acting. Okay. At that gas. So, too many. Not all, of course. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, in the grocery store, oh, I have to hurry up now. You've been warned how many times? How long now? And then those people who are still there after it hits, during it. Oh, no. Okay, I went home for a little bit, and now I'm going to go back out. And I'm just going to buy me some comfort food after today. It's just one item. I'm not even going to mention it, but only one place sells it. And I'm going to get me 2 of them this time. But it's, yeah, I'm not much on comfort food. Never have been really somebody that had comfort food, because I used to smoke cigarettes. And I quit smoking cigarettes. Like, it was September, end of August, early September, somewhere in there, of 2022. Anyway, so it looked like there was one bad cloud, and I don't know why this person behind me thinks they have to be so close in a neighborhood. I really find that so disgusting, because, you know, there are a bunch of kids and everything, and I mean, it's a neighborhood, but somebody's going to have to ride your tail in the neighborhood, because, you know, they have to go faster than the speed limit, and even though they're kids, you're in their way, and you're supposed to mind them. Disgusting pigs. I am not in a good mood today. I think they're driving a... Never mind. These cars are all over the place now. But, yeah, there are a lot. Adam was asking me when I was home, and I would talk to him for a little while. He was about to take a nap. He did tell me where he was today. When I woke up, he said, you know, he went to Costco to fill up his tank. He said there were about, in each, I think he said there's 10 gas lanes or whatever. It's not my thing. And so there were about 10 of them, 10 gas, you know, lines, and each had around 20 cars in it. And yeah. Okay, now you really want to get past me really fast. So let's see. Tesla. I was going to say it, and it was true. Yeah. There's a lot of Teslas on the road these days. Adam told me something about a price. They decreased price, lowered the price. Anyway. But, they're going about, say 55, and this is 40 right here. So, yeah. I've been having one of those days today. But anyway, he was telling about, like, you see all these limbs that are broken and on the road. Yeah, wow. There's a lot of trees in there, because that's a nature preserve. And I've been afraid of, you know, like driving down the road, and maybe one of those trees, you know, a little bit of wind come up and they knock them all over. Go ahead and knock it over, you know. And I have a reason for saying that when I was a child. Sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. There was something that happened right then. Anyway, when I was a child, I mean, you know, family went out. I don't know if my youngest sister was born then, but there's 5 of us, the children in my family of origin. You know, my parents and grandparents. I mainly only knew my mother's parents. Didn't know my dad's. His mom died when he was 14. His dad never really had anything to do with us. So we didn't have anything to do with him, whichever way it was. But anyway, we were out, you know, just going down in the country, you know, Texas, I was born and raised in Texas. The whole family, we were driving down these, I think they're still like practically the same. The roads, I think they call them highways, but you know, they're the country highways. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know what it is like in other states, you know, all other states. I know some, but and there was a tree had downed, or you know, onto the highway or something, and somehow, some way, I don't remember everything. You know, we didn't have cell phones back then, but oh shoot, something in the middle of the road. I do not need that underneath my car. I have a picture of, I have 2 videos, short videos of what's got underneath my car one time. Yeah, so not doing that again. But anyway, I wasn't about to hit anybody, just for the record. But look at all of these that they've taken down today. Oh my goodness. And from that bad storm yesterday morning, terrible, terrible. It was, they said that one thing I saw said it was, somewhere it was a tornado here in Texas. But none of the other ones called it tornado. They just said strong, you know, hurricane force winds. Well, this is nowhere near where there would be any hurricane, and I've said that before, by the way. But so it's just the winds, they're that strong. It was, I said it in one video, I don't know if I'll attach it to it, but 83% somebody reported, but it was bad. I could imagine it had gotten a lot higher with the gust. But anyway, well, I'm just kind of rambling here. It's been a day of rambling after having so much stress earlier today. Just today, not just earlier, just today. It's like a theme. Okay, I was saying that I finally finished the road construction on this end of this road, this side, this direction, whatever. Oh my goodness, I really need my comfort food. And I mean, to go back out to get it, you bet. It's not that far though, really. You know, it's probably gonna be chaos, but let me get to this part. You know, Adam had said that back to, there was about 20 people in line. He was saying somebody did something strange, like they thought that they were going to do that thing. Like, I'm thinking that he didn't say that, but I'm thinking they thought that they were going to do that thing. Like, you know, they're going to try to get it all down to one, and then the next person up goes to the next one open. No, when there are 20 people in line, and you think you're going to start something like that in a 10 lines, really? I agree with that. If it's the right situation, that would not be the right situation to think that, you know, you're going to start people that they're going to be down the road, down the highway, all that, so you can have your one little line for the next person. No. Okay, I got out of there pretty easily. It usually is. Usually it is kind of chaotic in that storm because it's always busy, and it's the only one around here, and it's usually very busy no matter what time I go in there. I thought one time, I said, oh, if you go at this time it's not as busy. Nope. The second time I went, it was very busy and usually very chaotic, and they kept, I don't know if it's the same child or not, but was screaming at the top of his lungs. Just screaming. I guess he was testing out his lungs to see how loud it could get. It was kind of funny too, because you could see suddenly people look and they go, what? You know? Are you really that surprised by kids screaming in grocery stores? Really, they're gonna do it. They're a kid. And anyway, I got my comfort food. I bought 2 of them. I'm going to try to keep one. I'm not saying what it is. Nope. I'm going to keep one in the refrigerator. They last about, I don't know, if I go by portion of serving size, it would be 8 days. So they're a big bag. Oh, getting close to saying what it is, and nope, it's not that. It's not loaded with carbs. You can figure it out, right? And it's not loaded with sodium either. So there. It's one of those things that the the thing I give myself, that because it's not full of carbs and sodium and protein and not really anything. Okay, it does have some of those, some, but not a whole lot. Like nobody poured salt on it. And Adam had told me one time, I don't know where he gets these from. If it's somebody talks about, he's not one to watch videos or stuff, but it was about how some of these retailers, or these, whatever they're called, not retailers, the food companies make these certain foods they put a lot of sodium in it, because that makes it heavier, and since they sell them by the ounce or whatever it is, that makes it, they don't have to, it's salt. There's so much salt. And he said, they need to regulate that. I think they do. I don't know if they do for certain. But yeah, I agree. We had something yesterday, I think it was. After that storm, we went out, and some point, the storm hit. It was still 6 hours later. The winds finally had died down. From whatever, it finally died down. Now, I was saying that it must have been a gusnado that hit us, our home, in the neighborhood. But I'm not a weather person, so I'm not a voice of authority. And anyway, and I think ours wind got higher than. I remember on a video I said something like, I opened up the front door and I thought it was going to take me out. I don't know why I put it that way. I think that's the way sometimes I worry. But in fact, it was more that they would hit me in the door, came toward me, and I had to, push it shut back, more than once. And yeah, I've only known one other time that it was worse than this, and it was, I had to push my whole body against the door just to shut it. And yes, I have thought that maybe it was somebody was on the other side. Yeah, that could happen, you never know. Because it was like my whole body, I had to push to shut the door. Didn't see anybody when I opened it up, so it must have been just an extremely, extremely strong wind. Yesterday was very bad, really. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing behind me, I don't think that was in my video, these people, this person with some children riding their bicycles, and they were getting on the road here. Maybe they were coming up, I don't know. But they were getting on this road, as busy as it is. I'm like, my goodness, that's scary. Hopefully they weren't in my video clips. I don't usually do that, so I'll have to go check it. Hopefully I'll remember to. Oh my goodness, but yeah, don't let your children, they walked on the road. I don't know why they did. I guess it was a tree down or something, and they walked on it. Okay, man, my voice is really going out. It's been going out for the last 2 days since the storm, really. But anyway, I was talking about, we had went out to eat to go yesterday after the storms. Okay, there is no stop sign here. There's no stoplight. These lights don't work. Okay, but see, who would know it, right? The light, there's no light there. Adam was telling me that earlier, that people were so confused there because of that, with other lights being out. So there was that one that was bent and broken. So anyway, but we went out, and there was a place we went to, and got a hot dog, and man, well, he got one, and then he gave me some of it, left some of it for me, just a small portion. It was a foot long, and he left me a small portion of it, and my gosh, did they pour the salt on it. I was drinking, I was so thirsty that I drank more than usual. I don't drink alcohol. I was drinking diet Pepsi, caffeine free. That's what I drink. I used to love Diet Dr. Pepper, caffeine free, but Diet Pepsi, caffeine free, it's beat 'em. Now for me, more flavor to me now. Okay, could be something different because I quit smoking, and like I think I said in this video, September. end of August, early September 2022. And ever since then, I'm telling you, my taste buds have just, so much taste, so much better. And it's not been just immediately, it's increasingly. So anyway, I'm wrapping this up. Talk to you on another video. Bye.